Hey guys, Justin here, American Mustang School. I'm here with my Mustang Whiskey, and we're going to just play on 5 obstacles today, and that's going to help us get into our feedback loop and prepare us for the outside world where we do real world focused riding and we maintain this feedback loop. So I like to use 5 little man-made obstacles, and what I'm going to do is show you those in this video. You can create any obstacles that you want. These are just 5 that I use, and then I change them up every once in a while on one of the 5, and I'll show you that as we get started. So what I want to do is present to my horse what I expect from my horse. So if I ask him calm, quiet questions, I'm thinking and doing and becoming calm and quiet. That's a character building exercise. I want that for my horse too. So we start out on the figure 8 or the infinity loop. So we'll head over here, and what I want to find out is what pressure and what time to ask him to perform this simple turn right, cross over in the middle, turn left, and then you can actually stay on this forever until you dial in proper pressures at the proper time for proper response, and you get into a feedback loop with your horse. If you're using too much pressure at the wrong time, it'll become evident, and you can make changes and present again, and then you get into what's called a feedback loop. And then we'll go over here to this second obstacle, which is simply a serpentine, and I use a series of cones here. And it's to see what I can get away with, like the least energy for me as possible. So just shifting my body. If that's all I need to do, I'll just shift my body. If I apply a right leg, left rein, or in this case a neck rein, just lay a rein on his neck and just do as little as possible to get the desired response. And then I'll do a deeper turn here, so it'll be more rein, more leg, motivate him around that cone, and then we'll just come through here and do as little as possible, kind of just see what we can get away with. Now we can always speed these up. Sometimes I like to just see how much pressure, like the most little pressure as possible, to ask the horse to maneuver through the obstacle. And then we'll go through this a couple of times just to get dialed in, and every once in a while I'll do something different. So like if I've been with Whiskey a long time and we've done this many times, I might throw in a circle right here, and I can do a tight circle or a real wide circle. So maybe this next one I do a bigger circle, but I'm just applying pressure as a question, release that pressure as a thank you, come around these cones. And of course we could always go faster. We could trot, we could speed it up a little bit. And then maybe I just want to walk faster, so I'll speed up the walk. Okay, so then we go over to the third obstacle, and this one's simply circles. I'll pick a cone, and then I'll simply do a right hand circle, and maybe I'll do it real tight, like the first circle's just really close and tight. My second circle, I'll spin out into a bigger circle, and I'll just hold him on an imaginary line that I'm looking at and creating a feedback loop with my horse. So what we want to do in this feedback loop is present to the horse, observe the feedback, make changes within myself, present again, and wash, rinse, repeat that to where we got a nice harmony and balance in our communication. And then we'll head over to this other cone and we do the opposite direction. Let's go a little faster with you. So we did a right hand circle on that one. We'll do a left hand circle on this one. So we'll go maybe opposite on the circles. I'll do a big circle here, bring him on around, and then we'll do a tighter circle on this next one. And it's basically to just create the feedback loop to where you can know your horse. Your horse can know you. You can get acquainted with each other in communication. This next one is a fourth obstacle, and it's just simply a bridge. It's to bring your eyes up, keep the horse between your legs and your reins, and you're going to head straight to that bridge, just keeping your eyes on the bridge. Keep your eyes up. A lot of people like to look at the horse, like to look at their hands, look at their reins. This exercise just brings your eyes up. Then you can step up on the bridge. Sometimes we'll do a little stop, take a deep breath, relax, because you want to merge breathing and movement together. You know, making a video, I've got to project my voice. Our microphones aren't working, so we'll project our voice. Well, it gets your breathing off. Whenever you're not having to make a video or not having to talk, you can align your breathing with your movement. So you take 5 to 7 strides, you draw in a breath, release a breath, you get into breathing and moving with your horse. So coming up on an obstacle, we stop, take a deep breath, exhale, relax shoulders, hips, legs. Send something to your horse, an internal way of communication, internal pathway of communication. Breathing, heart rate, muscle tension, it's all transferred, information transferred. And then the outer becomes what the inner is. So as you develop this feedback loop, you'll recognize it. It'll actually become a habit. So whenever you go outside and say an outside influence is scary, you know, you get a scary object, and that's going to try to upset the feedback loop. Well, you can focus on your horse as you've practiced, and then you can create that feedback loop to where outside influences of whatever object come along don't really have much influence over your feedback loop, your communication with your horse. So we're going to come off to the fifth one, my favorite one. This obstacle is pretty cool because there's no rules. You can do whatever you want. I just placed a series of holes on the ground and made a little chutes and boxes. And we can just turn, we can do stops, we can ask him to go different directions. And what this does is lets you see what it takes to ask your horse to do these things. So as an example, I want to just come through here, but he didn't know that. And we walk out, and then I want to turn sharp right and come back through. Yeah, he didn't know that. So this time I want to maybe make a 90-degree turn right back around, or a 180-degree turn right back around. Go into this box and stop. And pause, take a breath, exhale, and maybe just do a tight circle within the box. You know, show him, hey, stay in this box, but let's do like a 360. Don't come out of the box. And then go over these two logs. Yeah, he has to kind of concentrate a little bit, pick up his hooves. And then we come around here. And then maybe we're going to just step over this one. There's no right or wrong. It's just communicating with your horse. Maybe we'll walk straight through. We get all the way up to this box here, and then we'll get into the middle of it, and we'll stop right here. We'll ask him to just relax. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Relax the shoulders, hips, legs. And then maybe we'll ask him to back out of this. We'll just come straight back. We'll ask him to just back out, nice and easy. And we'll turn to our right. When we get past the end of it there, we'll just take a right, turn. Good job. Good job, Whiskey. And we'll cruise on through. And there's no real right or wrong way to do this. What we're wanting to do is create a feedback loop with our horse. We're focusing on ourselves. We study ourselves. What are these hands doing? What are these legs doing? What's my seat doing? What am I thinking? What am I feeling? How's my attitude? What are my actions? Those are studying ourselves, presenting to the horse, observing feedback from the horse. Because remember, the reflections of his body are what he's thinking in his mind. What he's doing is what he's thinking. If I want to calibrate our relationship in a deep understanding of each other, I've got to create a feedback loop. These 5 little exercises help me create this feedback loop in a relationship to where when I go out into level 5 and real world focus riding, it doesn't matter what comes in. I'm going to maintain this feedback loop with my horse. I'm going to present to him what I expect from him. I'm going to breathe in, breathe out. We're going to move together. We're going to form what's called unity. in the relationship, where we move as one, breathe as one, and we enrich our lives together. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions on any of the obstacles or any of the things I said in this video, be sure to comment below. Like and subscribe. Always love you guys watching our videos. Thank you, and bye-bye.